phone. And I wished I'd had a number so I could be color unknown. And then I tell her to look into my eyes and never let it go.
और बेटा कहाँ की तैयारी?
You and me are bored of regularities, living all the dreams, playing all the games, and getting high on love. They can chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high on love. We're invincible. Trust in me, we're invincible. Don't you see, we're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. Let's escape the gray and let the colors rain. Turn the shit we do and our words into pure reality. 'Cause you and me are meant to be what they don't see. Never feeling wrong 'cause we don't belong. And getting high in love. We're invincible. Trust in me, we're invincible. Don't you see, we're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible.
Match. Okay. Hey guys. That was a good introduction, I guess. Welcome to the Rocket League India Scrims. I think most of you guys know me. In case you don't, my name is Flame Bastard. I'm one of the official casters for Rocket League India. Been here around for a while. I know there are a couple of new people in here who probably don't know me yet, but might have heard of me. So now you can hear me in action for a couple of minutes. Unfortunately, I don't think I can go the full length. I might just have to I might have to go after 45 minutes because I have other obligations, unfortunately. Because this is the last second stand-in from me. Normally you can listen to myself in the week and not on the weekends, because I'll mainly cast tournaments there. So yeah, unfortunately I have to go at some point. But you will have myself for a couple of minutes, as already mentioned. Let me just join the lobby real quick before we start getting into the match, and my streamer just left. Okay. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Been a while. The last time. Let me see. I see Ape is here, obviously. Jaya shit. Jaya shit. Hello, man. Sorry for probably screwing with your name. Yamas Gaming, iStory, Nish, obviously, Huda Plays, Focus. How you guys doing, man? How do we participate in Scrims? You have to join the Discord and talk to whoever is moderating the Scrims. So in case you haven't done this yet, type ! Discord in the chat and you will get the invite link to the official Rocket League India Discord. Anyway. No, I'm not gonna sing. This is like a thing that I don't like. What? Anyway, so I'm gonna talk a bit about the upcoming matches that we will see. Today it's gonna be Diamond Dust versus Moonhawk Esports in the first match. Diamond Dust, the team that I've casted and seen a couple of times already. I don't know about Moonhawk Esports though, so we will see how this one will go out. Next match will be Gamer Instincts versus Team Liquidy. Obviously, Team Liquidy, a team that we all know and love, been in the top seeds in the Community Cups a couple of times already. A team that was rising from the midfield of the competition to the top teams in the last 2 Community Cups, so definitely a good team. They had a couple of different rosters on the Scrims so far, so it'd be interesting to see if they have a complete team that they run on tournaments as well in the Scrims. And I don't know anything about Gamer Instincts, unfortunately. And match 3 will be Too Born Not To Be. Too Born? I don't know what that team is. Versus Team Rocket, obviously a team that we seen in the Scrims first and then managed to get a good result in the Community Cups as well. But anyway, without further ado, I think we'll just let the teams in. And I have some upcoming news for you guys as well. Obviously, one of the things is that RL India managed to get Discord partnership. So in case you haven't seen the news yet, that's something that should be celebrated. But anyway, let's get into the games. Into the games. Anyway, I'm trying my best. I was sick for the last 2 weeks, and I've had a tournament yesterday, so my voice might be a bit damaged. Oh, anyway, we'll do it. Right, we see Ayush and Miresk. Ayush decided to go for an interesting kickoff there. Didn't quite work out for him because Moonhawk Esports taking away ball possession right away. Miresk going for the wide clear into the corner. No one on the side of Diamond Dust really going for it. Zach putting it into the midfield with a wide pop, but fortunately for Diamond Dust, nobody from Moon Esports was there because Audacity was sitting far back in the goal. So it looks like they're running the 2-man rotation with one guy sitting in the back going for those wide clears, or like contesting the wide clears on the side of Diamond Dust if they ever happen. Oh, good fake there from Zach, taking out 2 players on the side of Moonhawk Esports, but by Novi is there to make sure nobody is going to get a goal, but that is an opportunity for Zach. It's really slow though, Miris, no issue to come back there and clear that one to the side, but so far it looks like Moonhawk Esports and Diamond Dust both didn't really figure out how to attack properly. A lot of back and forward here. That could be an opportunity for Moonhawk Esports. Audacity putting that one forward. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Miresk with a decent pass into midfield, and Audacity way too slow on the contest there. Popping it onto the backboard. Unfortunately, nobody rotated in there to help him out in the same moment. It looks like Moonhawk Esports... Man, what is going wrong with my pronunciation? Moonhawk Esports have figured out a bit better how to play against Diamond Dust. That could be dangerous. Ayush and Immortal Gamer both having some troubles there, and Zach getting contested by his own teammate while he was trying to clear that one. Again, lots of whiffs there in the defense. Quite unfortunate. I mean, Diamond Dust hasn't been a team that made it to the top seeds in the Community Cup, but it's always a great pleasure to see them play. Zach now, again, with a crucial miss there. It could have been dangerous. All 3 players from Moonhawk Esports clammed into one corner. And it looks a bit like both teams have really uncontrolled touches there. Again, Audacity just putting it wide into the corner. Zach not getting the contest, misreading the ball off the wall there. That could be dangerous if Zach doesn't get to it. He does so, putting it high up in the air. And Bionovi not getting the shot. Audacity again hitting the backboard instead of the goal. That should have been 2 goals for Moonhawk Esports already. But Audacity has to work on the accuracy there. Not really turning out to be a great scorer, great striker for now, but he might catch up pretty sure Moonok Esports will get a couple of opportunities. That might be another one here for Bionovi, but Ayush is waiting there. Not the best clear, just putting it into the midfield. Marius with a good shot, and Immortal Gamer is really slow on that reaction. And there we go, Marius taking the first goal. It was a good aerial from him. Bottom left corner. Not impossible to save that one, but it was definitely hard because it went against the driving direction from Immortal Gamer. So anyway, kickoff goal. Kickoff going in favor of Diamond Dust here. Ayush and Immortal Gamer figured out who went for it in the last second, but Ayush is left alone. That is an open net for Maris, putting it top right corner. Good place, but unfortunately hitting the crossbar once again. Wasn't good placed good enough. Ayush getting that, I think, second save for him already. And Moonok Esports, they're just pressuring Diamond Dust all the time by the looks of it. Ayush again getting that one touch they needed to get passed by Novi. Adosity comes in, puts it in the midfield once more. The ball is high up. Marisk has shown that he can do some aerials. Ayush not doing anything, just flipping besides the ball. Immortal Gamer trying to contest the net there from Moonok Esports, but turned out to be way too wide. Ayush getting the flip that he was looking for. Can he get the clear to the side? It's really weak. It drops in front of Audacity, but he's just not reacting in time. Flipping past the ball there. Again, Maros going up there, not really contesting the ball, faking out Ayush in the process. And Bionovi is just driving around, getting the touch in the end, putting it towards Maros. They keep ball possession, but Ayush, the crucial demo, into the corner, trying to drop it center. Bionovi missing the ball. All three players from Diamond Dust are up. But unfortunately, none of them are actually really connecting to the ball. Maris gets an easy clear to his side. Counter attack from the Moonok Esports. That's a chance for Audacity. He's not gonna let that one go. 2-0 for Moonok Esports. Alright, Death Throne is here as well. Deoxys, my man Deoxys. What up, though? Anyway, let's get back. I mean, 45 seconds on the clock. Looks like Moonok Esports slowly taking away this game. Diamond Dust hasn't shown anything special at this point to really contest the defense from Moonok Esports at all. That might be an opportunity by Immortal Gamer and Ayush both completely whiffing that shot. That is an open net for Marisk. He just has to tap that one in. Almost putting that one wide to the left. But fortunately for him, nobody was really back inside of Diamond Dust. But yeah, how you guys doing, man? I mean, it's always a pleasure to cast some platinum gold level tiers. Love that. Anyway. Again. Zach, I don't know. Diamond Dust really has to, I guess, not miss the ball as much and find the right times to challenge. I think that's pretty much all that they can improve immediately into the next game, because Mono Esports, they look dominant in every aspect of the game so far. They have aerial superiority, they've been better on the rotations. So yeah. Anyway, it's a best of 3, so Diamond Dust will get another opportunity to show off the next match. Hopefully they'll figure out their issues and find a temporary fix at least. So yeah. Oh, new people in the chat as well. Rudra25889, welcome, man. You wanted to play in Diamond Dust, but your PC. That is unfortunate, guys. Well, on Huda, you should probably ask one of the moderators on how you can join. I don't think you can join the scrims today anymore, but there will be future scrims where you can play definitely on stream as well. Anyway. Alright, good kickoff there from Moonok Esports again. Oh, Immortal Gamer. Not falling for the fake from Maresk. Maresk not getting it onto the net either. Decent pass there from Bionovi, but nobody on the side of Moonok Esports was really there. Zach needs to get to the ball to clear that one. Decides to go for the boost instead, so Bionovi can drop it midfield. Ayush and Immortal Gamer both missing it. Maresk whiffing the shot there too. That would have been an open net. Diamond Dust again. trying to make something happen. Zach getting that pinch into the midfield, but there was nobody around for Diamond Dust really. Probably not expecting such a good pass as well. He's trying to be annoying as he can while he's rotating back. Amaris just handing the ball over to Zach. But you know, we're getting in the way, bumping Audacity as well in the process. Mortal Gamer not getting the area clear that he was looking for. Ayosh left in a pretty awkward spot there. He's trying his best to get it out. Miris with a good shot. Immortal Gamer clearing it into the midfield. That is an open net there for Bionovi. But he's just putting it way too wide to the top left corner there, unfortunately. Zach, he's trying to follow it up. Aerial failed, unfortunately. Merisk, good drop shot there. Zach comes in, using the post to help him out with that clear. Again, Diamond Dust really passive right now. They don't want to get scored on. And once they have the opportunity to make a play, they just boom it towards Moonok Esports. So it's probably not what you want to do, but I think they're happy if they get a chance to breathe, because Audacity and Moonok Esports are really oppressive in their playstyle so far. Look at that. Setting up himself. Ayush not ready for the contest. Moving backwards, in fact. And Zach and Immortal Gamer both being in the same spot, not really covering the angles. Besides that, I don't know, bottom left one, I guess. And Audacity finds that left spot in the net for an easy goal for Moonok Esports again. I mean, 3 minutes 12 seconds on the side of Diamond Dust. If they want to come back from this, there's still plenty of time, but look at that between Ayush and Mortal Gamer. Huge communication arrows, and that gives Audacity yet another opportunity. Unfortunately, he doesn't hit the ball. Binovi and Meris both missing it as well, and it gets super sloppy at this point. Mortal Gamer just bashing the ball out as hard as he can, not with great success. But again, Meris, decent pass into the midfield. Binovi goes up, Immortal Gamer and Zach both. I don't know what they were doing, moving away from the ball, it looks like. Anyway, the second half of the second match. At this point, Diamond Dust lost the best of 3 in the scrims. I mean, it's still scrims, it doesn't really matter besides practicing and prestige maybe. But it would still be interesting to see them in game 3, I guess. Irish, good play to the side, Mortal Gamer wishing the contest, so does Bionovi. That is a decent pass from Ayush, and Zach has the opportunity in front of him. Nobody was really ready for a decent shot into the top left corner. Ayush forced to go up in the air. Miras decides to clear it for Diamond Dust right away. 2 minutes left on the clock. Zach going for a ceiling shot. What? How is he trying to go for a ceiling shot? Miresk not with the greatest touch there, but Bionovi helps him out. Ayush with an interesting challenge, unfortunately whiffing it. Oh, that ball is dead in the midfield. 2 players from Diamond Dust moving up, exposing the Meresk again with the shot opportunity. It's such a slow shot. Ayush, I'm not sure what he was doing, but Bionovi comes in to help up Meresk. I'm pretty sure that one was in no matter what, but he probably wants to show off his back goal explosion. Good on him. And it looks like Moonok Esports will come out as a 2-0 winner in this best of 3 between Diamond Dust and Moonok Esports. If the trend continues, if everything continues with what we've seen right now. Decent clear there from Miresk, putting it wide into the half of Diamond Dust. We've seen them struggling with those aerial clears quite a lot. Zach, in fact, hitting an aerial right now. That's a decent midfield pass, but Immortal Gamer just flying past the ball. Binovi with a good setup. Miresk, easy touch for him. Nobody on the side of Diamond Dust was even trying to defend that one. They were all like, alright buddy, you got it, right? I was like, alright, Zach goes for it. Zach like, nah. Alright, whatever. But yeah, bit of banter in the chat as well by Novi. Trying to heat up the moment, I guess. It's been fairly linear in the play so far. I mean, Diamond Dust have 0 shots on the net. Merez again with a good aerial hit there. I mean, Diamond Dust, no ability to contest that one whatsoever. Zach putting it into the corner, and Immortal Gamer even centering it there for Merez, and all he has to do is just really touch that one. But yeah, 4-0 for Moonok Esports. I think that pretty much everything is said. Unfortunately, we have 2 completely different teams in terms of their skill level. Diamond Dust maybe getting a consolation goal. Mortal Gamer trying everything he can to put that one center. There's an opportunity for him, but that touch doesn't go anywhere other than Marisk. Could be an opportunity by Novi putting it back to Marisk, and that is an opportunity for Ayush, but it's not in. How is that not in? There we go. Immortal Gamer getting that one backwards touch that he needed. Marisk, I'm not sure what they were trying to do. I think they were just gifting a goal over to Diamond Dust. Or, you know, I don't even know. But it's great to see that Diamond Dust at least getting one goal in here. Anyway, again pressuring forward. Normally I would say something like, alright, it's Rocket League, everything's possible. It's only 3 goals, they have 20-something seconds, but in this case I think Diamond Dust has lost this best of 3, unfortunately. 5 seconds, running out. Marisk just trying to keep the ball in the half of Diamond Dust. That will surely drop the ground, and there we go, Muno Esports coming out of this best of 3 with a 2-0 sweep. Can't tell it otherwise, but Diamond Dust have done their best, I'm pretty sure. So good of them. Anyway, so there's that. The chat doing. Let's see. Flames cringe. Why is that? What did you clip there, Abe? Alright, let me check that one out, guys. Okay, what did I do there? Holy crap. Anyway, that wasn't even that good to clip. What the fuck? Alright, I'm trying to build in an ape roast, and I want you guys to clip that one. Anyway. So before we head into the break, I want to talk about some news that you guys might have not picked up yet, but in case you've missed that one, there is an Asian Cup of Nations which will be hosted by I don't even know one of the Asian countries. I think it's One Any Esport who's hosting the Asian Cup of Nations, and obviously there is a couple of teams like Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Vietnam, and also India. And as far as I remember, and I got told, we have a couple of players, of high-ranked players from India participating in this tournament as well. I think it's basically Team Kakalukia with Guacamole, Anodeep, and Spoderboy. So we've seen them playing in the Community Cup, winning the Community Cup as well a couple of times already together. Not with the same lineup, I guess, but they've managed to show what they can. I think they have a fair chance of doing so. And on the other hand, we have Chaos, Thebo, and Jeff. So basically Two-Face Gaming with a small alteration of Jeff being in there. So yeah, that is some really interesting news. I think the prize pool is $500, so it's definitely worth to check that one out. But before we get into the next break, before we get into the next match, we'll have a small 3-minute break with music. Don't go anywhere, and I see you guys after the break. We're back once again. Woo! Alright, anyway. So let's see. Who we gonna have next up? I think I've mentioned it earlier the day. Oh, it's to be or not to be. I think I mispronounced that one, right? Was too boring? Not yeah. I was pretty dumb. Versus Team Rocket, which is interesting. To be or not to be, containing of Farsi Boy, Ashrox, and I don't know. I was actually I was there as the third guy, but now I'm here casting, and I think Chaos is stepping in for me this time. So it's a stack team, pretty good. Obviously, Rahul, one of the guys that you know, who's pretty good in 1v1s, but sucks at every other mode, pretty much. Interesting to see how we'll do in a 3v3 situation. Well, anyway, sorry, it's not Rahul, it's Farsi Boy. Oh, so dies a lot. Hey, what up, man? Rush Kip, there we go. Another cringe. I mean, feel free to step in and help me out with the cast if you feel like it is cringy. Anyway, and don't continue a trend that Abe is starting. That is never good. Abe has no idea. Normally, he's on the other end of a trend, you know. But anyway, let's see. Is everyone in here? In case they are, bring them in, moderators. Give them a go. Would be interesting to see. Yeah, there we go. It's Ashrox. Okay, Farsi Boy and Chaos ADM. They both have atrocious pings by the looks of it. Ashrox and Farsi Boy. I'm not sure why that is. But looks like they're playing anyway. Again, Ashrox. Oh, it looks like the ping for Farsi Boy has gone down, and when I said it, it popped back up to 300 again. I'm not quite sure what is going on. The ping situation is quite bad, so but it looks like it doesn't matter. They're still playing on that server. Anyway, Team Rocket moving it forward. Doomsday trying to find that gap in the line of defense from 2B or not 2B. Good touch there from Chaos. Setting it up for Farsi Boy, and that is in fact going to be a goal. Bottom left corner. And I think it was Doomsday who didn't make it back in time. Not expecting that well-placed shot. And just barely missing that one. It looks like... Alright, looks like the ping issue has gone down for Farsi Boy. So that is good. Ashrock's now the only one with a pretty high ping there of 270. But that shouldn't hinder to be or not to be to continue moving forward. Maverick having an opportunity, putting it up for YK. That is a good shot there, but Farsi Boy gets that cleared to the side. Doomsday setting it into the midfield once more for YK. Ashrox really just has to get a touch to it. He does so, but that is not good enough. Chaos looking for Farsi Boy there for a passing play, but YK gets an opportunity because Ashrox is completely misjudging the ball there, not doing anything. He's driving past the goal there, and YK has an easy time hitting that one. Ashrox even going up the wall there instead of just closing in the angle. Not quite sure what that one was. But anyway. Chaos getting contested there by Maverick right away. Farsi Boy trying to put that up the wall. He does so. Can he follow it up? He's desperately trying to go for another touch. Doomsday not hitting that clear. He doesn't have to. Nobody decided to be or not to be. He wasn't really there to contest that one. Farsi Boy again getting that good wide clear, but just hands over the ball to Team Rocket. Doomsday deciding to put it up the wall. Farsi Boy was already waiting. Maverick again putting it back into the corner. This time Ashrox is there side flipping instead of jumping up in the air. Unfortunately, Chaos now pushing the ball forward, getting that 50-50, which is, I think, favorable to not to be on whatever that team name is, but YK gets the bumper to Farsi Boy. Chaos deciding to go for boost, and that is an open net for Farsi Boy. Nobody decided of Team Rocket deciding to move back to kind of look at that. All 3 players are contesting that ball. FaZeBoy really just has to touch that one. And he almost has time to get another touch as well. If only one of the guys from Team Rocket would have rotated back, they would have gotten an easy time clearing that one, I think. But at this point, we've played 2 minutes of the first game in the best of 3 in the match between 2B or not 2B versus Team Rocket, and it looks like, as to be expected, 2B or not 2B stacked with 2 high caliber players in the Rocket League India scene, leading the scoreboard. Again, Chaos trying to go for that double touch, unfortunately a bit wide to the right. FaZeBoy putting it back into the corner, YK not getting that clear. Maverick actually passing it straight to FaZeBoy. He didn't expect that one at all. Can't react to it in time. Doomsday versus Ashrooks there. Good challenge there from him. It's not the best contest there from FaZeBoy. Getting bumped the process again. Doomsday trying to clear that one, handing it over to FaZeBoy right away. Again, Doomsday looking for YK. That is a good touch, but Doomsday gets in the way. Communication error on the side of Team Rocket, but they still have ball possession. Maverick trying to make something happen, but Chaos is just too good of a player. He's got to let that one go. Getting that wide clear, 50-50, could be dangerous. FaZeBoy comes in, Doomsday looking for YK there, putting it in the center once again. Maverick gets beaten by Chaos again. We've seen that a couple of times already, 2B or not to be creating really dangerous situations because they win those 50-50s, they win those contests in the air. They're just quicker, faster, stronger. I forgot the rest of the lines. That was a Kanye West reference, by the way, in case that wasn't clear. Anyway, Ashrooks versus YK. Getting that good pop there to Chaos. Unfortunately, doesn't find his teammate FaZeBoy. Ashrooks again looking for Chaos. He's looking for FaZeBoy. That could have been a good touch. Chaos high up in the air there, gets beaten by Maverick in the corner. That was a decent doink there from Doomsday, enabling YK to go for that shot. Ashrooks deciding to go for the smart decision, leaving the ball to FaZeBoy. Chaos left in a bit of a awkward position there. Maverick again going for the double toucher off the corner, almost working his way into the net of 2B or not 2B. I mean, they pretty much have to score one within the next 50 seconds, otherwise the game will go over to 2B or not 2B, and they have a potential 2-0 sweep here, despite having a player with 260 ping in their team. But I think FaZeBoy and Chaos both handling this game 2v3 pretty much. That could be an opportunity for YK, FaZeBoy and Chaos, nor Ashrooks. None of them can actually go to the ball, get to the ball in time. That was a brilliant pass from Doomsday. Perfectly plays for YK. Just hit that one as hard in as he can. That is the equalizer for Team Rocket. That was what I was talking about. I mean, I didn't expect 2B or not 2B to give up such an easy goal, but it's not over yet. FaZeBoy trying to pop that one midfield. He does so, hitting it onto the post actually. That was a shot and not a pass. Chaos getting that quick turn. Good hit there on the wall as well, between him and the wall. FaZeBoy and Chaos both going for the same kind of shot slash pass, so the pass from FaZeBoy doesn't work out at all. Again, Maverick trying to pinch that off the wall into the midfield. Ashrooks with a decent pass. Chaos is up. Can he make something happen? We know Chaos is capable of doing those kind of shots, but this time it's nowhere near the ball, and Team Rocket decides to just pop it down and get into overtime. Looks like a decent start for 2B or not 2B. That is a brilliant pass into the midfield. Doomsday missing the clear. I think that would be even better that he didn't go for it, because no one from Team 2B or not 2B was around to really go for it. Ashrooks, instead of shooting that one, handing it over to YK, leaving FaZeBoy in a really awkward position. Chaos, uncharacteristic miss on his side. FaZeBoy probably looking for that pass to Chaos, just handing it over directly to him. That is a decent setup for Chaos. Oh my god, that was a backwards half flip, almost into a shot, unfortunately hitting the right post there. That could have been the play to seal the first game. This is still the first game. We have potentially 2 more games to go. And Team Rocket, they have a real shot. They just need 1 goal and they're gonna win against 2B or not 2B, which is definitely a higher rated team than Team Rocket, I would say. But look at that triple commit on the side of Team Rocket, and Ashrooks completely whiffing the save. If there is one weak link in the side, in the match, in the team of 2B or not 2B, it is definitely Ashrooks. That was such a slow ball. I mean, that bounce was pretty awkward to save, but That should have been a save nevertheless. He just really had to touch that one anywhere. But apparently Team Rocket taking the first game of To Be or Not To Be here. And now To Be or Not To Be is on the line. They potentially lose... they could potentially lose the best of 3 here versus Team Rocket in the next one. But looks like we're gonna save... we're gonna change the server. So until then, see what the chat does. Couple of POC champs and lulls. Understandable. Those Ashrocks within a bit. But anyway, now that we have a couple of people in here that might have not been around, just let me give you some news. RL India managed to be Discord partner. So Guacamole got all the sweet stuff. What was it? A hoodie, a mug, something like that. A mouse pad, I guess. I don't remember. But he got all the sweet things that you get when you be an official Discord partner. So good on him. But it's also great for the Rocket League India community. Anyway, let me see. Where's the stream text? Anyway, still waiting for the lobby details. By the way, how are you guys doing so far? Yeah, enjoying the scrims? Alright, I'm back in the lobby. Looks like everyone is in here, so teams can join whenever they want to. So far, it has been Team Rocket leading the best of 3 versus 2B or Not To Be with 1 match. So 2B or Not To Be have to step up. They have to show what they've got. Looks like the ping is slightly better on the side of 2B or Not To Be. Ashrocks again with 296 ping. That is quite unfortunate, I have to say. But the match is starting nevertheless. Ashrocks, YK facing each other on the kickoff. That is a good kickoff from Ashrocks. Fortunately getting in the way of Farsi Boy. Decent shot that should be in, but Maverick with an incredible save there on the line. Even Chaos came in to block that one. He somehow managed to get it past the 2 attackers, aggressors from 2B and Not To Be. Now Team Rocket on the offense once again. But that is a decent pass. Chaos really just has to get to it, but the shot from Farsi Boy is a bit wide. YK looking for that sweet spot, but Farsi Boy is there. Ashrocks backwards, not really going for it. Now he goes for it, that Chaos goes for it as well. So it's a bit of a double commit, and no, Maverick. He should have just left that to Doomsday or YK. All of them had a better position than he did. Farsi Boy with a decent shot onto that. Easy wide clear there for YK, and now he has time to follow it up. Can he find that sweet spot into the midfield? He's trying to. Ashrocks again missing that easy clear. Maverick popping that high up, looking for YK. That could connect, but Farsi Boy gets in the way, dribbling that one to the side of the wall. Chaos getting a good clear to the side. Not really able to follow it up because YK gets in the way. Farsi Boy picking up the ball again. Cupid opportunity. That is brilliant pass into the midfield, but unfortunately a bit hard for Chaos. Ashrocks again with the shot opportunity. Completely whiffing that shot. That is a decent shot onto the backboard. Can he follow it up? He's trying to, gets faked by the defender, missing the ball there, and ends up clearing into the side, so Team Rocket can have some breath, catch up with what is so far happening, because 2B or Not To Be, they're really pressuring the goal so far. Mainly with Farsi Boy and Chaos. Ashrocks, YK both missing that aerial. Maverick with an interesting choice there to jump away from the wall, but Farsi Boy really just has all the time he needs gets baited into that contest. That was good from Doomsday. Taking out one player from 2B or not to be. That could be a chance. Chaos with that white clip to the side. YK at all the time he needs. Decides to go for the pop into the corner, leaving Doomsday in an awkward position. Maverick desperately trying to get to it, but there's no danger whatsoever. So far, 2B or not to be. They have been sneaking around the goal, sieging as good as they can. Not really with great success. Ashrooks again completely misreading that one shot, but that is a decent shot onto the backboard again. Kalius and Fazibo both going for that touch. Not really showing any sort of communication whatsoever. I mean, it's basic stuff that they're doing so far, but when it comes to scoring, we've seen him overcommitting a couple of times, and Ashrooks always the guy in the back making sure the ball is not going anywhere. That is a decent pass to Doomsday, but he's not turning around quickly enough. Now Maverick has to get to it, but he's not getting that aerial, and it is not in. It's hitting the post once again. To be or not to be, really unfortunate with their striking powers so far. That gives an opportunity to Team Rocket. The follow-up play, Maverick continuing to pressure, continuing to keep the ball in the half, in the 1/3 of to be or not to be, but they finally get some breath. And now Ashrooks, can he make that one touch? That is actually a decent pass to Faziboy. Can he follow it up? He gets the block as well. Ashrooks is slowly waking up here, which is great to see. To be or not to be, they need every member to show up in this match so far. Team Rocket, they've been really fortunate with their woodwork a couple of times, I would say. Oh, Ashrooks taking away that shot from Chaos. That leaves Doomsday an opportunity, but he's not taking that one whatsoever. YK just hitting the ball into that sweet spot, that corner, but it goes high up. That is an open net. Chaos, it goes towards the net. YK and Doomsday both crashing into each other. The ball is high up. Chaos looking for that double touch, almost getting that one. Unfortunately, it goes a bit wide to the side. Again, Faziboy versus 2 gets beaten by Doomsday. Doomsday? Yeah, it's Doomsday. Did I say Doomsday all the time? It's Doomsday, whatever. Faziboy again. He loves the corner, it looks like it. Ashrooks deciding to move up as well. He's just driving in circles. YK getting that one touch to the side. Oh, Chaos looking for Ashrooks to pass it. But Team Rocket so far has been really early on their contests. And they're just keeping ball possession right now. I mean, we're about to hit the last 10 seconds of the match. And so far we haven't seen Team Rocket being particularly dangerous. On the other side, to be or not to be, they definitely want to close that one up if they can so. But no, again overtime. And I remember, you guys, last time we've seen Team Rocket winning the overtime. In fact, if they win that, they probably go out with a 2-0 win versus to be or not to be, which would be quite surprising, not gonna lie. But their defense is shambling, and there we go. Chaos going for the solo play there, getting that pop, taking out one of the defender, taking out the second one with a good time challenge, and YK completely mischallenging the ball right there. And that, in fact, will be to be or not to be. Take away the second game. So it will be a game 3 between Team Rocket and to be or not to be. So what could Team Rocket do is a good question that I've just asking myself because I don't have a co-host with me. I think they pretty much have to abuse the fact that Ashrooks has been, let's say, a bit unsuccessful when it comes to aerial contests. So if they can get those wide and long shots onto the field, one's Chaos and Faziboy are both going up for for their aggressive plays. They have a shot of winning that one, but looks like struggling. That is that good shot I was talking about, almost putting that one onto the net because Ashrooks completely misjudging a challenge. And again, Ashrooks not even bothering going up there, backflipping in fact. And again, he's missing it, and that is YK scoring. I don't even know what that one was. I was just hitting into the wall. It's slow, it's long, FaZe not hitting the clear, faking out Ash Rocks in the process. So unfortunately, for to be or not to be, that is going to be first goal for Team Rocket. Anyway, YK again, good shot there. That is dropping midfield, but Doomsday is not able to follow up that pass. Good flip there from FaZe. Chaos putting it onto the back, but once more. Oh, and FaZe not getting a good shot there onto that. That is a decent pass from Ashrox, but Chaos again with a bit of a wide shot. Good demo there from Maverick though, but they cannot carry on with the momentum that they've gained through that demo, unfortunately, leaving to be or not to be with another opportunity. FaZe getting that pop into the midfield, but Ashrox way too late on that aerial, freestyling on his way down. And YK looking for that pass. He's finding Maverick. That is a decent pop into the midfield, but FaZe this time around getting the clear that he was looking for. Taking his time, in fact, going for boost over ball gives YK an easy touch there. Completely unchallenged. A bit of miscommunication between Doomsday and Maverick. That is a pop into the midfield. Chaos trying to put that one goalwards. Unfortunately, doesn't really do anything. Again, FaZe with a shot opportunity. YK had to move out of the net to close the angle there. Wasn't really necessary. FaZe completely whiffing that shot. Ashrox missing that challenge, and that exposes the net, but FaZe comes back as quick as he can. That is a decent pop into the midfield. YK goes up. 3 players completely mischallenging that ball there. That is actually a good pass from Chaos, but FaZe is expecting or waiting on the wall for that clear. Going for the early challenge. But anyway, that is a decent shot there. Chaos getting that touch that he needed to save that one, and FaZe with a good shot by YK is back there. And so far, it looks like Team Rocket might be actually able for the upset. Ashbrook's completely misjudging the ball. That leaves the ball open. The net open for Doomsday. Easy double touch. Good read there from him. Ashbrook's just driving around. He's a bit nervous maybe. I don't know what's going on really, but so far it looks like Team Rocket are actually winning against 2B or not 2B. Not only in a best of 3, but with the 2-0 sweep, if the game continues to go the way we've seen it last game and this game. Anyway, good touch there from Maverick. FaZe is threatened to go up for that clear. FaZe Ashrox both moving out of the net. That is Chaos with a shot opportunity, but early contest for Maverick. Completely closing out the angle as good as he can, and you have to give props to Team Rocket. They do everything they can. Maverick with a brilliant demo, but unfortunately deciding to go for the boost instead of trying to make that one happen. It was a widely exposed net. Doomsday, YK both going for the same kind of ball, but it doesn't matter. That's a good YK onto the back wall of to be or not to be. Doomsday versus 2 gets beaten by FaZe there. Oh, Maverick completely misjudging the ball. And FaZe is trying to fake out the defense as good as they can. Faking out 3. Make it 4. No, Doomsday getting the save that he needed. That might be the hero save for the series. Because the time is ticking more and more against 2B or not 2B. They have to make something happen rather quick. FaZe looking for Chaos there. Instead putting it straight towards YK. Chaos is forced to go for it. Ashrox again. Not the best clear. And Doomsday comes in and probably sealing the deal right here. Team Rocket ripping apart 2B or not to be. Doomsday with his second goal, but look at the pass from YK. That is incredible. That was such a well-placed pass. It was across the net, but nobody from 2B or not to be was expecting such a strongly and tight-angled pass there from YK. So Doomsday, YK both being a force to be reckoned with in the series so far. Oh, that is an open net for Chaos, and this time it is hitting the woodwork, but it is going in no matter what. But does it count? Does it matter for 2B or not 2B? That is the question. They are still down 2 goals. They have 51 seconds to work with, but we've seen them struggling a lot against the strong defense from Team Rocket, the early contests. And they're also really dangerous when it comes to shots. Doomsday again with the shot, but this time Ashrox gets the save to the side. Buys enough time for his players to come back. Again, an exposed net. Fastboy has to get to it. He does so before Doomsday could potentially get his hat trick. Maverick just booming that one into the wall. Decent pass from Doomsday to YK. Decides to put it up the wall. Fakes out Chaos in the process, but he can't really make contact to the ball there anymore. Maverick setting up himself, almost getting that aerial dribble. That was a dreadful clear from Fazzyboy, and Doomsday, in fact, taking away this game with that goal. There's no chance for 2B or not to be to come back from this anymore. Hat trick for Doomsday. He's definitely being the MVP in this series. I would say combine it with YK, because YK has done some incredible passes. But yeah, 10 seconds to go. And I think Team Rocket are completely ripping to be or not to be apart. I get wrecked daily, aka Fazzyboy, deciding to give the goal to Maverick as well, so he doesn't feel so lonely on the scoreboard. But yeah, what an upset, I have to say. I didn't expect Team Rocket to be to be or not to be with such a high score. But anyway, that was it so far from me. I think Drunken and Rahul will take over the cast for me, since I have to go because I've got other obligations to do. So we'll do kind of a switch. I'll say goodbye from here on, guys. So huge thanks for tuning in. I hope I've casted the best as I can for you guys. I hope I made that entertaining for you. But unfortunately, I gotta go. So see you guys potentially on the next stream. I mean, if you haven't done it already, you can also join Division 6. I think I'm allowed to have some self-promotion during the stream as well. We've done a couple of streams. In fact, we do a Captain's Draft tonight. So once the scrims are over, feel free to come over and have a good time as well. But that is it for me for now. Love you guys. I see you on the next one. And you will see some new casters, Drunken is all and Rahul after the break. So goodbye.
world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm in cold. When you next to me, yeah, I'm in cold. When you
Popo left the match.
So I'll wait for.
And welcome back, everybody. It is I, Drunken Disorder, here with Mr. FTW Rahul, taking over for Flame Bastard as he had to go out. We will be casting for you guys for this last series for tonight. Hello, Rahul. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great, dude. How's it going?
That's fine, man. How do you feel your first time casting?
Well, it was my first time playing the Scrims as well, and we all know how good that went. I'm hoping this will
Yeah,
go better.
I just tuned in as you guys lost. It was pretty funny. I expected you guys to be owning that match, but it's okay.
Well, we
So
were just
let's
messing around for the most part, but still, I don't want to say anything.
yeah, I figured. Okay, so
Okay,
let's
let's get the teams going.
yeah, so we have Team Liquidy versus Gamer Instincts. We have Pika, Popo, and Star Melon on Team Liquidy, and I'm not sure who's on the other team. Just give me a second
Gamer
right here.
Instant is Mind Killer and his team. I don't know them
Well,
either.
yeah, I've
Looks
never
like
heard of them.
Popo had bad ping and left. I guess
Well,
they're hoping for a
GG.
better server, but the servers on Asia right now are all messed up, and most players are getting bad ping.
Well, it's gonna be a 3v2, I guess, for the first half
Okay.
of this match. So let's get on with it. Oh, Popo just gets back in, has the ball's in their corner. Nobody going for it. Cupcakes going for a shot. Starmelon saving it. All the ball in the corner with everybody there not really doing anything with the ball and just bumping it around.
Cupcakes gets a good pass, but cleared away by Popo. Mind Killer waiting for the boom upfield, but no one there to follow it up. Goes for it again, cleared by. Well, Gamer Instinct certainly has the pressure in this half, but they're not able
Yeah.
to capitalize.
Yeah, well, we see all three players from Gamer Instincts coming on with the shots onto the backboard, trying to follow it up, putting on a lot of pressure on Team Liquidy as they try to collect themselves, get some players going, get some passes, get themselves up and ready for these few matches right here. As Pika goes into there, puts it onto the backboard. Popo again follows up onto the backboard. Starman
Charmeleon
follows it
gets
up.
a shot, but saved by Mind Killer. But again, not a good clear. Charmeleon gets another touch on it, and it's in. Oh, Popo left again. Looks like he's fixing his ping stick.
Well, I heard Popo was stuck in a hotel room, so we all know how bad hotel Wi-Fi is.
Uh-huh.
So we're back to a 3v2 Pika and Cruising and going for the kickoff. Pika follows it up, but Cupcakes and Mindkiller are both on the wall.
Mind Killer
Mindkiller
gets a good
dunking.
block off and goes for a mid pass, but blocked away by Popo again.
Cupcakes with a
Cupcakes
nice
with another
touch.
block.
I'm sorry. I'll
No,
continue.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Yeah.
Like I said,
Popo. Well, I have a really bad ping on Discord as well, so that definitely makes things more difficult to coordinate, isn't it?
yeah, for sure. Let's go on now.
Yeah.
All three players up from Team Liquidy for that one. Easy clear for... No, I was wrong. Pika gets a pass in, but no one there to capitalize. Cupcakes gets a block. Pika once again gets a pass mid, but Cruzan is there to clear it. Mind Killer with a great clear mid. And
Cupcake. Pika with a shot. Nobody there from Team Gamer Instance to stop the ball. Mindkiller gets control of it, takes it onto the wall, takes a shot, but Starmelon is there in the way. Cupcakes with another shot. Pika is there, clears it off to the middle, tries to follow it up, but Cruzian's there. Throws it back to Mindkiller. Mindkiller gets a pinch off the wall into the air, follows it up, but doesn't get a shot on target.
Cupcakes gets a high boom in, but it's dropping straight down and rolls down. Pika gets a clear in, but it's straight towards Cupcake. Pika with a lucky clear mid gets a pass in, but Starmelon couldn't reach it fast enough. A good pass from Popo, but once again Starmelon not there to capitalize.
Shot
goes
onto
for
the mid.
Starmelon
you
with
can
shot in, easily saved by Mindkiller. He carries it on forward, but saved by Pika. A free
Nice
ball for
pop onto
Pika.
the wall. Cruzian gets a nice touch off it, sending it away, but Starmelon gets in the way, puts it back to Cruzian as Cruzian takes it out. Starmelon and Cruzian fight it out in the corner, but Mindkiller interrupts the battle, passes it to the middle. Pika comes and wins that 50-50, throwing it high into the middle. Can he follow it up with another shot? Starmelon in the air with a shot off the crossbar,
so
and
close.
Popo misses the follow-up.
Starmelon got some amazing passes going there, but once again, no one there to capitalize.
Now
Popo bringing
with a
the
nice
ball upfield.
flick
He has an
over.
open net. He goes for the 50. Cupcakes with a good chance. No, he passes it back to Pika. Pika has a chance to pass it mid. He whiffs on the wall. Popo whiffs again. A clusterfuck going on at the blue goal. Pika almost scoring that one. So close.
Starmelon throwing the ball out into the middle, but Cruzian's able to clear it. Pika follows it up, throwing it back into the corner, but Mindkiller pops it up. Popo not getting a good touch off it, leaving the ball stagnant right in the middle. Popo and Mindkiller fighting it out as Pika comes and takes the ball away. Cruzian now in the corner with the ball. Pika comes and takes it away from him, throws it center, but Mindkiller throws it out into the middle.
Ooh, great touch by Cruzin over there, making sure the ball is all the way clear for his teammates to get boost. Charmelon misses the pop over there. Mindkiller with a great pass. Great shot actually. Pika saves it easily.
Cupcakes with the backwards flip to Cruzian, but Cruzian doesn't get a good touch of it, sending it to the middle. Cupcakes get a clear off the backward, now following it up, going on the wall, trying to get a last second player, but no. Starmelon interrupts Pika, keeping the ball in there, trying to get a buzzer beater goal. But
But
their team Liquidy takes game number 1.
Popo really struggled with ping in that one. He had like 500 ping for the entire match. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that he managed to get 35 points with that.
Well, Popo doesn't really need to care about ping, doesn't he? He's good enough. to read anything before it even happens.
Hmm.
Well, Team Gamer Instincts coming off with the really good offensive plays, but Team Liquidy was able to stop it and not allow them to score even a single one, and just winning the game by one goal.
Gamer Instincts were getting the ball like to the orange half, but it always got cleared. They didn't get enough uh, opportunities to actually get shots on target, and the ones that they got were like long balls, which were cleared easily by Pika.
Yes, definitely. They had the offensive plays, like clearing it really well out of their own court, but those Gamer Instincts wasn't really able to follow up on their shots, and hence they weren't able to score against Liquidy right there, whose defense was solid even though Popo had 500 ping.
On to game number 2 then.
Yeah, well, Popo still has bad ping. Oh no, Popo's ping's fixed as Cupcake's ping gets ruined. Thank you, Psionics, for breaking ASC servers.
Cupcakes had bad ping last game as well though. Anyways,
Okay, then.
Mindkiller gets a good block on Pika. Popo with the clear. Cruzan, what a read from the wall. Completely blocks Popo's clear there and gets the shot on target.
It's Popo just throwing it into the corner, finding Cruzian right at the wall and gets a nice shot to the left most corner of the goal. Putting Gamer Instincts one goal up with just 12 seconds into the game. Starmelon now pops the ball into there, takes another touch, passing it to Pika and Popo, who both missed the ball. Cupcake's trying to take it out. Popo gets in the way, but Cruzian takes it away from Cruzian with the pop, but Pika's have to clear it to the middle.
Mindkiller going for the ball, but Starmelon is up on the wall, already beats him. Cupcakes puts it back into his own corner. Not good for the blue team right now. They need to clear this ball right now, but no one's contesting. Cruzian gets a 50-50 going with Starmelon. Popo with a great pass dropping straight in front of the goal, but saved by Mindkiller.
Pika with another shot onto the back ball, cannot follow it up. Starmelon comes in, takes it high up. Cupcakes misreads the bounce, goes to Pika. Pika misses off the crossbar. Popo throwing it out, trying to go in the air with the ball, throws it center onto goal. Mindkiller saves it and puts it over Pika.
Popo has been getting really good passes from the corner going. Starmelon following Popo's lead, gets a pass and easily blocked though. Pika with another pass. These corner offenses are getting really dangerous for Gamer Instincts. They really need to clear it.
Now Starmelon back, another shot onto the backboard, dropped straight to the ground. All three players from Gamer Instincts in the air don't really connect with the ball. Popo with the shot and takes them one up and back equal.
Starmelon got a 50-50 of Mindkiller's clear over there, which gave Popo the opportunity to put the ball in an open net.
Yeah, well, all three of them were in the air right there, but only one of them got back in time onto the ground, but wasn't fast enough to save the goal right there. Let's see if
And as we
Gamer
say that
Instincts.
Cupcakes is almost a double touch in. Mindkiller gets a shot on target and it's in. Popo not fast enough to clear that one.
Well, feels backflips, man. I believe Popo backflip there instead of going for the double jump. And unfortunate. Well, this happens to all of us, doesn't it?
Yeah, really can't do much about it.
Popo Mankilla on the kickoff goes a nice 50-50 from both of them. Cruzian takes it slowly, puts it around Starmelon, tries to flick it over Pika, but doesn't touch the ball.
Mindkiller has to
Mindkiller
pass
now.
in towards Cupcakes. Cupcakes does not connect. Cruzian up for the ball, opts to go back down, giving Starmelon a chance to clear it back. Popo with an amazing 50-50 open net for the orange team, and Pika scores.
Well, a nice 50-50 there from Popo, just stopping the ball dead center, and the easy finish from Pika right there. Again, equalizing the scoreline again. Both teams coming off with nice offensive plays, immediately retaliating to the other team. This match is so much better than the first game where we saw all the players.
Pretty even
just-
match right here.
Now Popo and Mindkiller on the ball in the middle. Popo wins that 50-50. Starmelon in the air doesn't connect with it. Popo gets a touch over Cruisin
Popo
and
passes it mid,
Cupcakes.
but no one there to follow it up. Pika with another pass. Popo is already on the wall waiting. Starmelon tries for a dribble play, does not get it in his control.
Mind Killer with the pop up, but Popo and Pika are there to stop the ball. Starmelon with a nice clear to the other side of the pitch. Popo follows it up, puts it, tries to put it over Cupcakes, but Cupcakes get a doink off of it. Mind Killer now throwing it to the middle. Starmelon now jumping into the air, doesn't connect with the ball. Pika again throwing it into the corner, trying to find someone from Liquidy to follow up.
Cruisin gets the ball clear before the demo. Pika with a high lobbing clear towards the blue half. This is dangerous. Popo misses a shot. Cruisin is there to clear it though.
Goes in with a nice pop up into the middle, but Starmelon wins the 50-50 against Mindkiller. Cupcakes now taking it around Popa over Pika. Is it in? No, and just hits the crossbar. Cupcakes with nice follow up and puts it into the bottom right corner.
Pika's miss right there, it really allowed Cupcakes to score that one. Starmelon didn't expect Pika to whiff over there, so he was not in a good position to clear it either.
Now Starmelon and Cruising going on this kickoff. Gamer Instincts leading by 1 goal right here with a minute and 20 left. Popo throws it to Gamer Instincts corner, but immediately thrown back out by Michael. But as I see that Pika again throwing it back in. Both teams really putting pressure on each other right here. But Cupcakes against Starmelon, but Starmelon wins that battle. Starmelon throwing it into the center. Mindkiller clears it. Popo onto the backboard, but none of his teammates are there to follow it up. Popo wins that ball against Cupcakes. Again, Popo here with the offensive pressure, non-stop drilling the ball onto their backboard, hoping the one ball will be followed up by his teammates.
Mindkiller gets the ball into his own corner, looking for a clear. Does not have enough boost to get it past Pika, I'm afraid. But Cupcakes is there to put it mid, no one there to follow it up. Popo is coming for the clear and he gets it. But Mindkiller is back, waiting for the boom. No, another 50-50 by Popo goes in his favor and Pika almost scoring right there.
Well, an unfortunate shot by Pika right there, missing it off the crossbar as they almost conceded another one. Mindkiller also hitting the post with 6 seconds left. Can Team Liquidity do something here to take them? No, but Gamer
Instincts takes games too.
Well, now Gamer Instincts equalize the scoreboard right there. Both teams having 1 game each to their name. Gamer Instincts definitely coming out with more offensive shots right here. Even though Team Liquid,
go for it.
oh yeah, like I was saying, Gamer Instincts really putting on the pressure here. Even though Team Liquidity had more shots, but they couldn't really get the accuracy on point. And Gamer Instincts were there to save most of the shots, even if they weren't registered as saves.
You can see how much the ping affected Popo. He was at 35 points in the last one, and now he's at top of his team.
Well, I don't think points really does justice to his play right there. He had so many centers, so many good backboard shots in.
He had really good passes going in that series.
Well, unfortunately, Team Liquidity wasn't up with their rotations to keep up with Popo's passes, constant passing. But I believe Stamina and Pika would have learned about Popo's aggressive playstyle by now and should be able to take more of the shots as we move into game number 3.
Yeah, we get to see game 3. I'm happy they won.
Well, I would say I'm voting for Team Liquidity right here.
As
you say that, Popo left the game. Pika and Cruising on the ball. Cruising winning the 50-50 against Pika. Starmelon throwing it out onto the wall, but center straight to Cruising as he takes a shot at the open net.
The lack of one defender really caused Team Liquidity right now. If Popo was there, he would have surely had the save right there.
Well, I guess Popo's back.
He's back.
Popo going against Mindkiller. Mindkiller winning the 50-50. Pika whiffs right there. Starmelon behind Mindkiller gets it around Starmelon. Pika is able to just throw it wide enough, putting it onto the post. Cruising, sending it up. It hits the ceiling and gets back to the ground as Pika and Starman tried to save it. Starman back in the goal, clearing it. Popo following it up, but not really connecting with the ball.
Cruzian getting a dribble going almost. But Mindkiller is there to shoot on target but barely misses. Cruzian a fast mid, but Cupcakes is not there to finish it. Popo gets the ball in his half, has a good chance to pass it mid, but Cruzian is there to clear it out.
Now
Starmelon
Starmelon on the ball.
hits it in.
Hey, continue. I'm sorry.
Popo and Pika getting a double commit over there. Popo passes it up, and Pika with a great finish. Great read by Pika right there.
Well, like we said, nice passing plays coming in from Popo right there. He throws it just about all three players from Gamer Instincts, and Pika reads it absolutely well and takes it off the crossbar and into the net.
Popo and Cupcake for the kickoff. Popo wins it. Fakes one player out, but cleared out by the third. Pika gets a pass going mid, follows it up himself. Mindkiller with the block in.
Mindkiller trying to double tap it from the backboard, trying to center the ball. Now Cruzian trying to pop someone right here, but Pika is in the way. Cruzian just interfering with the clears coming in from Liquidy right there as the ball just glued to the corner. As I say that, Cruzian alone with Pika right there, but pops it over Pika. Popo takes a shot, but Mindkiller gets a nice save off it.
Mindkiller goes up for it again. Both players from Gamer Instance are up, and Cupcakes misses as well. Open net for Popo, and he scores.
Well, Team Liquidy now with the one goal up. Good plays coming in here from Popo.
The double commit really caused Gamer Instance right there.
Well, with 3 minutes left, Gamer Instincts could easily make a comeback right here. So
Popo winning
now
the kick straight off. Pika gets a good clear back.
Popo with
Popo
the
throws
shot.
the ball into the corner. Popo goes for a shot himself but misses barely.
Now Starmelon pops the ball into the air, but Cruzian and Mindkiller there in the goal. Starmelon and Pika pressure Cruzian, but he ends up winning the 50-50. Pika now trying to interfere. Mindkiller's play right there. Popo stopping the ball from centering itself. Cruzian on the ball versus Starmelon. Starmelon wins the 50-50, throws it, and only Mindkiller's in goal. Now Cupcakes back, throws it out wide. All three
Good shot by
players from
Cupcake.
Liquidy right here. That could have cost them a goal. Starmelon throwing it out. Popo on the wall in the air right now. Doesn't really get a good launch off the wall as he gets bumped out the way.
Starmelon passes it up to Popo. Popo is up, but Cruzian faster than him beats it and gets a clear off. Cupcakes with a shot on net, almost in, saved by Starmelon though. Cruzian is again there to pass it mid. Starmelon with a shot on net. It's barely wide, but Popo there couldn't capitalize. Easy clear for Gamer Instance.
Well, with just a minute and 40 left, Pika just gets another goal in, putting them up 2 goals. And like I was saying, with a minute and 40 left, the tides are turning on Gamer Instincts.
Cupcake's clear wasn't on par over there. It should have gone straight up. Instead, it went towards his own net, which really caused him.
Starmelon and Mindkiller on the kickoff. A pretty even kickoff right there. My Cupcakes missing the shot on the ceiling. Pika putting it into Gamer Instincts corner. Nobody going for the ball right there. Popo with the whiff. Pika alone in the corner with 1v1 against Cruzian, wins the 50-50, and Team Liquid is able to take the ball and take it out of the corner.
Mindkiller gets a clear, high lobbing clear and follows it up himself. Cruzian there to follow it up. Mindkiller gets an insane block off, but to no avail. Pika clears it back in. Open net for Team Liquidy, but Popo decides to save it for them instead.
As the ball now centers itself, no one in net. Cruzian is able to get back, get a shot, clear off the backboard. Popo now with the pass.
Oh, what a save.
Gets in the way of Pika's shot. Now Starmelon takes a nice clear off. Cruzian, the nice center onto the backboard. And is that an own goal from Popo right there?
Cruzian with these great wall clears though. He's reading all the clears perfectly. I mean, Popo was the one who scored, but still, Cruzian, you have to give Cruzian some credit for that.
Well, yes, he's definitely reading those wall plays very well and absolutely placing them in incredible spots onto the backboard, giving his teammates an easy opportunity to score. As all the
Oh,
players from Liquid, he
open
missed the
net.
ball here. Ooh.
That
Well,
shouldn't be happening. Liquidy is just throwing right now.
well, I guess they're being a little too overconfident right here. With just 40 seconds left, the game could go either way right here. Gamer Instincts getting back 2 goals within just 15 seconds of each other. Star Melon with a nice save. Cruising with another center picker takes it out.
All three players from Liquidy in one spot, but Starmelon gets it through everyone and dribbles it in. What a great shot coming out by Starmelon.
Well, Star Melon making up for the mistakes his teammates committed, absolutely playing Michael and Cruzian and putting it in the bottom right corner to put them back up with 1 goal.
Cupcakes and Popo for the kickoff. Again, a neutral one. Cruzian is there to follow it up, gets a shot, but Starmelon there to save it.
Michael absolutely pressuring Liquidy's defense right here, but they've held up pretty well with only 8 seconds left. All they have to do is stop the ball from coming into their half, and they have assured themselves a victory with a second left. Mindkiller trying to take the ball into the air, but no, Liquidy gets in his way. And Team Liquidy takes this series for the
Really
last
good
game
games.
of tonight.
Both teams put out their best. This was more of a high scoring game from the earlier ones that we saw, but still really fun to watch.
Well, definitely good games coming in from both teams right here, and I see a lot of new faces this time during the screams. A lot of people we have never seen before coming and participating, having a fun time here on the RLI scrims, even if you don't have them regularly. So it's pretty, fun to watch. Like a lot of people having just casual fun.
Uh-huh.
It's better than like watching CC with so much pressure on each
I,
team.
well, I don't know about that, but point of these scrims are to incentivize teams to start scrimming off stream, if that makes sense.
Well, I guess we are holding scrim, so we could get some nice teams rosters going in
Uh-huh.
RLI. Everybody knowing how each other plays, getting to know the competition which is there right here in a community, just interacting with everybody here, even if you've never talked to them, just having some nice games.
I guess
Well,
that's the last series of the day. We'll be signing
yes,
off soon.
yes, guys, and guys, if you didn't know, our Discord server is now an official Discord partner, so we get all. Partner things I'm not really aware of. So please join a Discord and check it out. And well, a very belated happy Diwali, guys. Diwali was on Tuesday,
2 days ago.
Thursday, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 days ago.
Thursday. So happy Diwali, guys. Hopefully, you all had a very safe Diwali and didn't get hurt or burnt or anything like that. I hope you guys didn't burst too many crackers, eco-friendly Diwali and stuff like that. And guys, do check out our partner Discord, Division 6. They're streaming right now. They have an event going on called the Captain's Draft. It's a thing where people just join random lobbies, and there are two captains, and they have turns picking players, and they play with each other, and it's completely random and really fun to watch. So do check them out. It is me, Drunken
Also,
Disorder.
also, guys, don't forget about the One Any Esports Intercontinental tournaments that is coming up. It's going to be on the 5th of November, and India has 2 teams in it, believe it or not. I hope all of you guys tune in and show your support and show that India has a great community supporting the players.
Well, guys, do show your support, as my friend right here, Rahul, is a part of one of the teams. So we really need to show our support, because we have to show the Asian countries what India is, and not any stereotypical thing. Insert a stereotypical thing here in their brain,
Show
whatever they
popping
think about
Vijay.
us. Yeah, guys. So it is me, Drunk Disorder, and Rahul signing off for tonight. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for
Good
watching,
night.
and
Show pop.
goodbye.